Now we will start with the first scope function, which is let. So what I'll do, I'll simply create a function called let just for the simplicity, so that I can have different function showing different examples under each scope function. So let's first talk about the let scope function. Let function is often used to provide null safety calls. So what does it mean? Let's try to understand with one example. For example, let's say if I declare a variable called name of type string, and which is of nullable type, and if I assign a value null, and let's say if I want to invoke some function or some property on this string variable. So for example, what if I want to print the length of this name? So as you can see, it gives a compilation error. It says only safe call or non null asserted calls are allowed. That means, as we have mentioned this name variable as nullable, this tells us that either use the safe call operator, okay, or non null assertion operator, right? Because this line has a potential to throw a null pointer exception, and as we know, null pointer exception is a nightmare for any programmer. So we always have to do some null checks before executing such lines, right? So let's say, for example, similar to this, if I have to invoke some other functions, let's say I want to print substring out of this string, let's say from 1 to 4, or I have to, let's say I want to trim this string name. Every line will give some compilation error. So let's put the non-null assertion operator. So once we put this non-null assertion operator, we are sure that this variable is not going to be null, and this line is safe to execute. And similarly, for other two subsequent lines, we don't need to put any safe call or non-null, because it infers from the previous line. So now if you run this code, this will throw a null pointer exception, because we know that this is a null, right? So how we can write this kind of code in much safer way? So for that, what we can do, we can simply use let scope function. So we can simply call the let function on top of name, and inside this we can move all these lines, okay? And then we can also provide the safe call operator here, and after adding the safe call operator, we can also get rid of this non-null assertion operator, and we can also replace this name with it operator. As I mentioned, inside let scope function we get access to the object, and we can access this object using it operator. So for let scope function, we can access it using the it operator, okay? So now if I run this code, there should be no null pointer exception. So let's see. So now you can see there is no output, as this is null. So let will not allow this block of code to get executed. So let me put some value over here. So let's call it Peter Parker. Okay, now if I run this code, so now we can see this output, right? So that's how we can write null safe code using let scope function. So that is how we can write null safe code using let scope function. And the other thing about this let scope function is that it returns the result of this lambda expression. So if I assign this value to a variable, so right now you can see that it returns unit, because we are just executing some println, right, which returns nothing. That is why it is showing unit in the hint. So let me move this line. Let me remove the println from here. Now the last line is checking for the length. That means this lambda expression will return the length of this string. So let's print out the length for the string. So if I print here, the length, I'll just print the result. Okay, so this should now print the length for this variable. So let's see the output. So now you can see it has printed the length as 12. So this is how we can use the let scope function to execute a code block with non-null values. I can show you one more example for let. So for example, let's say you have this class student, inside which we have this variable age, which is of type nullable int, and let's say the initial value is null. And then let's say we have this function which returns age after 5 years. So it should look something like this: age after 5 years. Okay, so inside which we simply need to do the null check. If age not equal to null, we can simply return age plus 5, right? Age plus 5. Here it shows some error. Let's see what it is. So it is basically checking for the return type. Let's change the return type to int. Okay, and now also there is some error it is showing. Let's see what it is. So it says smart cast to int is impossible because age is mutable property that could have been changed by this time, which means we have declared this as a nullable int, right? And inside this function, even after this null check, there is a possibility that this variable is changed by some other thread, right? In that case, this will still be a null value, right? Due to which your compiler is complaining, right? I'll reiterate, as we have declared this as a nullable int, even after doing this null check over here, it says that this variable might get changed by some other thread by the time we execute this line. That is the reason it is not allowing us to perform this operation, right? So to perform this operation safely, we can use let scope function. So I'll comment this line. Instead, I'll write return age, and then on top of it, I'll use a safe call operator, and then I'll use the let function. And inside this, now I'll simply create a new age, okay, which will be your it plus 5, right? And then at the end, we can return the new age from here. Now from here it says that it returns a nullable int, but the type is int. So either we can simply change the type to nullable int, or we can also use the default value. In case this block is null, we can use the elvis operator, and then we can simply use some default value, let's say 0. So now this function should work fine, because let's say if I have to, I'll comment this part for now. So now here what I can do is I can simply create a student object, and then on top of this I can simply update the age for the student. I'll call this 5, and then I'll simply print the age after 5 years, right? So I'll just call this function age after 5 years, and this should give me 10, right? Because the current age is 5. Now after 5 years it should give me 10. So let's see the output. So here, as we can see, now we are getting 10. So hopefully this example is clear. So here we have seen that we couldn't execute these two lines. Instead we have to use let function to execute such operation on any nullable type. Okay, so I hope the example is clear, and now you should be more confident while using let functions.